Well, here's something you don't see every day. At Fisk University, an HBCU in the Nashville, Tennessee area, history was made. The first intercollegiate women's gymnastics program ever. Now, when we say ever, it's not just at Fisk. No. We're talking in the history of historically black colleges and universities. Ever. The ladies were shown practicing on the balance beam, performing twirls, twists, and flips for their future floor routines, including not one, but 2 backflips into the pit. The uploader is Zaya, who is a gymnast on the squad. She has shown other videos as well, including her practice session on the uneven bars, as she captioned, "Getting back in the swing of things." She has posted more practices as well. If you'd like to check out her content, please go follow her at Zaya Alexis on TikTok. You can see her handle in the video being played. We can guarantee you will not want to miss the behind the scenes she will provide in the run-up to this historic first season at Fisk University. The GRIA would write, announcing its plans to launch the team in February, the Nashville, Tennessee-based university emphasized its recent focus on increasing its athletic profile, considering the growing interest among student athletes for an elite HBCU experience. Women's gymnastics exemplifies the value of Fisk University, determination, excellence, and a commitment to a more just and equitable future, the announcement read. Fisk University's official Twitter account reposted Zaya's video with this tweet, "Oh, nothing, just making history." Sports Illustrated wrote back in February, the team will perform as an independent at meets across the country under the NAIA. Darren Moore of Brown Girls Do Gymnastics advised the university on establishing the program. She was a former gymnast who wanted to see more women of color represented in HBCU's gymnastics. Fisk trustee Frank Simmons spearheaded the project to bring women's gymnastics to the prestigious university. Previously, no HBCU had a current men's and women's gymnastics program. Simmons connected with Moore for advice and found a private donor to sponsor the first HBCU women's intercollegiate program of its kind for Fisk. Recently, Morgan Price, a 17-year-old elite gymnast, turned down the prestige of the SEC to join Fisk. She had already committed to the University of Arkansas last November. When she found Fisk's announcement, "I had to call my coach at Arkansas and decommit," Price said. "It was a hard conversation for me because I know I had worked hard for that, and she had given me so many opportunities. Most gymnasts don't even get an offer to an SEC school. I was super grateful. When that opportunity came up for me, the only thing on my mind was to support it because they did it for young people just like me," Price said. "It's a sacrifice and an opportunity," she says, "to pave the way for future black gymnasts." The Nashville Post reported she was offered a full ride to attend Arkansas and compete for the Hogs. Her reasoning, however, tells you everything you need to know about her. African Americans weren't allowed to go to predominantly white institutions and SEC schools, she said. "The fact I can go to an HBCU and be able to show off my talents at the school my ancestors made for me is so much more of an honor than going to an SEC school. Athleticism runs in the family," per the outlet. Her mother was a cheerleader at Vanderbilt University, and her father was a baseball player for the Kansas City Royals. Corrine Tarver, the head gymnastics coach at Fisk, said she was surprised when she got an email from Morgan Price asking about joining the team. "That was a huge leap of faith," Tarver said. "It really was. I'm so blessed that Morgan took that leap of faith with me. This was building a program out of nothing. She took that leap even though I didn't have all the answers at the time." Tarver was a gymnast at the University of Georgia, fellow SEC school, where she broke records and earned multiple national titles. "When I went to Georgia, I was the first black gymnast to go to Georgia," Tarver said. "You could count on your hands how many black gymnasts were in college gymnastics back then. While the space has grown diverse," she said, "an HBCU team will only push that mission forward. Now it's a different door," Tarver said. Moore hopes that providing resources and education will be the catalyst for more interest in HBCU schools to start programs. In 2021, Grambling State considered adding a gymnastics program to its athletic department.